Hey guys, here's part 2 of our grounded in Lake Charles video. Last video we posted shows us getting grounded because of being overfueled, overweight, and then doing a run up and finding oil on the Cowling. So we called it a night, and here we are with day 2, going back to Houston. Alright, leaving another hotel, day 2, Lake Charles, heading back to the airport. See if we can find a Phillips screwdriver, a mechanic, quart of oil, and make this flight now that it's daylight. Wish us luck. Things that you don't realize about being an airplane owner. I'm at a Walgreens because I needed to buy a Phillips screwdriver because the airport, an FBO, has a hangar with 30 planes in it but not one Phillips screwdriver. Here we are. Alright, so here we are, day 2 now. So after last night's no-go decision for several really good reasons, mainly being by the time we were ready, it was dark, and we didn't want to take that chance. So what we did, took the cowling off, got a Phillips screwdriver. The cowling is actually secured with screws instead of just those latches, which is great as long as you have a Phillips screwdriver. It sounds kind of silly. We usually had them in our flight bags, but we flew commercially over to Orlando to pick the plane up. Some people were smart enough to take them out of their flight bag. I had mine confiscated at security, but nevertheless, we now have a Phillips screwdriver. Took the cowling off. We were talking with our mechanics who are great, really trying to help us out. We had some folks on the field also come by and take a look. What we ended up doing was cleaned up the motor, cleaned up the mounts where the prop governor returns oil. Cleaned that all up with a little bit of avgas on a rag, got it nice and clean, ran the engine, cycled the prop a bunch of times to see where we could see what was going on, if it was a leak or if it was just seeping, if there was a crack, just what could we see. Again, using FaceTime with my mechanic, not the best solution, but one that was pretty reasonable in the moment, which is really kind of a cool sign of technology. But we did all of that. We ended up, we're going to taxi out here in a minute. Gio and I with the plane, no luggage, so it's as light as we could get it. Gio and I go up in the pattern, and we flew very deliberate, tight patterns. The winds were calm, so we could land on either end of the runway in case we had an issue. There's actually intersecting runways at this airport, so we had a lot of good options to test this out. We were in a hurry, though, to get up to pattern altitude, maybe a couple of 100 feet, even above that, just to give us some contingency. But really weren't worried about the engine, but you want to be really careful, really monitor those oil gauges. And before we left the area, we wanted to have good confidence in it. So what we did is, like I said, we ran the prop, we ran the engine, cycled the prop, tried to see what we could do to recreate that oil on the cowling, and there was just a little bit of a dab of oil coming out from this little coupler. So we discussed it with all of the mechanics, the folks that were helping us out, and we agreed to make the flight. But we wanted to get up in the pattern and get some confidence in it before we head off between Lake Charles and Houston. Again, a lot of what we said last night or in the previous part 1 of this video, there's not a lot of outs between Lake Charles and where we are going over to Houston. There's one highway that runs, but there's no airports. There's not a lot of options, and we just wanted to be really careful with making the right decision here. So we're going to taxi out. We're going to beat it up in the pattern. I think we did about 6 laps in the pattern, which also helps us with our weight. So you remember from part 1, we were a little heavy. So this helps us. We burned it off. So let's jump inside the plane. We're going to call up ground and taxi our way out, do a really good run up, and then we're going to get up and into the pattern. Here we go.
Lake Charles ground, Aero 6347 Charlie is on the ramp with X-ray. I'd like to taxi for a maintenance flight, do some pattern work.
Aero 6347 Charlie, Lake Charles ground, squawk VFR on the pattern, runway 15 taxi via Hotel Juliet.
Alright, oil pressure's in the green, oil temperature's coming up. So when you cycle the prop, don't let it drop by more than 500, so it's like watch the drop.
Cessna 00 Zulu, traffic citation taking the runway for departure.
We're good. Good. watch the oil pressure as you did it.
Call some wake turbines.
It's holding now. Well, when we go back, it should drop. It drops there. Okay, good. Back up. Lake Charles Tower, Arrow 47 Charlie's holding short of 15 and Juliet ready for departure.
Arrow 47 Charlie, Lake Charles Tower, hold short runway 15 for lane traffic. Arrow 47 Charlie, on the go, make right close traffic, runway 15, clear for takeoff.
On the go, right close, clear for takeoff, 1547 Charlie. Alright, at idle, the oil pressure is dipping into the bottom of the green, yellow, but that's at like, that's normal. That's at like total idle. Alright, clear to the right. Good. Clear left, Cessna's on departure. Looking for the center line coming across our panel, lit up, landing light comes on, fuel pump is on, mixture's full, rich prop full forward, center line, engine instruments are in the green. Temperatures look good, pressure looks good, looking for reasons not to go. Let's roll. Alright, positive right.
There is a helicopter circling around Spirit Airport.
You're coming up.
Traffic observed. He's at 200 feet. Frequency change approved.
Good climb rate, 80 knots here. Oil pressure is rising. Top of the lines, top of the green. Alright, 950 per 1,000. Start leveling off. Enter that downwind. We'll stay a little tighter.
Arrow 47 Charlie, runway 15, clear touch and go number 3.
15 clear touch and go number 3. 47 Charlie. 1 notch of flaps in. Alright, 3 greens. A little bit cross. Make sure full rich prop is full forward. Oil pressure is good. Positive right. No usable. Gear coming up. Alright. 80 knots. Oil pressure is looking good. Temperature is looking good. Gear down. And then start your gumps. There's 3 greens. Oh, gas proper tank. Good. Alright, gas, undercarriage, mixture. And we'll bring our props up.
Arrow 47 Charlie, runway 15, clear touch and go number 2.
Clear touch and go 15, number 2, 47 Charlie. Alright, gas, undercarriage, mixture, props. Alright, 1 notch of flaps.
Arrow 47 Charlie, traffic, you're following short final.
Traffic in sight, 47 Charlie. Pressure looking good. You still like 20 inches here?
Yeah, about 20.
Alright, I got traffic on short final.
Here we can probably set up a pretty good, perfect descent rate, which, yeah, there we go. This is a lot better sight picture to go down.
600 feet above.
It's so crazy, 1,000 feet per minute descent at idle. It's nuts.
A lot of trim work in this plane.
Oh yeah.
Clear touch and go, landing light comes on. Oil pressure's looking good though.
Alright, good. I don't see anything on the nose either, so.
Alright, positive right, gear coming up. You can feel it when the gear comes up.
Yeah.
You can feel it like you're getting a little push. Oil pressure's looking good, temperature's looking good. Everything's looking good. Alright, midfield-ish, gear coming down, gear in transition. 3 greens, gears locked.
Arrow 47 Charlie, runway 15, clear touch and go number 2.
Clear touch and go number 2, 47 Charlie. Alright, gas,
3
undercarriage.
o'clock, 2 miles, 200 feet above.
A little high here.
Nothing that the Arrow can't handle.
Short final runway 15 at Kilo Lima Charlie Hotel. Warning, airport not in current route.
If I had idle, is it giving me that vibration?
Maybe the props needs to be balanced or something. That's my guess.
But this is new though, right? But we got, all of our instruments are good. Temperatures, mixed pressures. Lake Charles Tower, Tower 66015, right close traffic, request.
Skyhawk 66015, send the request.
Right close traffic, 015.
Skyhawk 015, you can remain right close traffic.
015, roger. Dude, that's smooth, like there's nothing, that all feels good, yeah. All pressure's looking good, pressure's good, temperature's good, gear up. Ready for the push? Whee! Gears up and locked.
Aero 47 Charlie, runway 15, clear touch and go, number 2.
Clear touch and go, number 2, 47 Charlie, traffic's in sight. 3 greens, make sure props go full forward, 1 notch of flaps. Oil pressure, temperature look good. Alright, is this our final here? Or do you want one more?
Oh yeah, this is our final.
And Tower 47 Charlie, you can make this a full stop.
Aero 47 Charlie, runway 15, clear to land.
Clear to land 15, 47 Charlie.
Cessna 00 Zulu, traffic in front of you is going to be a full stop, runway 15, clear touch and go, number 2.
2 o'clock. 2
Clear touch and go, number 2, runway 15, 00 Zulu. We're gonna land a little long here.
That's fine.
Aero 47 Charlie, turn left, high speed taxiway Charlie.
Left on the high speed to Charlie, 47 Charlie.
It's just a reaction from being CFIing.
And Aero 47 Charlie, taxi parking via Charlie Alpha Foxtrot, this frequency.
Charlie Alpha Fox with you, 47 Charlie, thank you.
So we're going to call this a successful test flight. We get off here, we pick up Nick, we grab some stuff out of the FBO, we put our luggage inside the plane, we check our oil, we check everything else out. Don't see any big leaks, oil levels are fine, so we make the decision to make our uneventful, spoiler alert, uneventful flight back to Houston. Hey, thanks for watching. If you do like these videos though, do give us a like, and please subscribe to keep seeing more of these. Thank you.